This summer I got a chance to see the Fire Island Dance Festival. And Concerto 26?
622.
622, thank you. I thought it was brilliant.
Thank you.
Again, what I found so moving about it is all the things that you didn't do. The subtlety, the sculpturalness, the plastique of movement, just the overall beauty of it, and then just the end, how they came in such a subtle, soft way, and then when they exited in the same way, it just created, like I said in the review, I said it created a void on stage, and kind of comments on the whole age and the time and all of that.
Yeah. Well, since it's an anniversary, the 45th anniversary, it seems significant. I did want to bring back the things that had significance, that in my own personal development were watershed moments, and that particular duet from a larger piece, an entire Mozart clarinet concerto, whose listing, tertial listing, is 622. This is what we call it, Concerto 622. It was actually the last whole piece of music Mozart wrote, and he wrote it for a friend of his. He didn't favor the clarinet as an instrument. He only wrote 2 pieces for it in his entire 622-piece collection of music. And I choreographed the dance, particularly duet, at the height of the AIDS crisis. And the duet for 2 men is meant to be about friendship, because to me at that time, in the mid-'80s, one of the emerging themes of the AIDS crisis was friends helping friends to die. And it was done with a great deal of dignity and quietly. People didn't grandstand over these kind of things at that time, because AIDS itself was a very terrifying word. And the idea of friends helping friends to die, and the dignity that was encompassed in that idea, is what I sought to capture in the duet. So people hadn't really done duets for 2 men before that, and I didn't really think of it that way, but once it was created and received with tremendous impact, I realized that it was not only something that was emblematic of our moment, became emblematic of our moment in times in the AIDS crisis, but also was kind of a line crossing in terms of men dancing together on stage.
It was really very powerful. And when art, if I can call it that, when you see art, it really transcends time. I know that Martha Graham said that an artist is everything, but when you see things that hold the test of time, there's a majesty in it, and there was a sophistication in it that was. And again, you talked about now that you're in a different place and you see yourself as much more subtle. I found there was a lot of subtlety in this. And dignity, as you say.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably not correct in describing myself as seeing myself as more subtle or feeling more subtle towards things. But physically, the experience of age is much different than the experience of being young. And the physical life I experience while choreographing is a much quieter, more internal thing. And so I have to count on my intellect, whatever that is, more than my body. So in those terms, creating is a less aggressive, less assertive experience.
When you mention that, some choreographers never move for the dancers. They do it all verbally. And other choreographers have to be visceral. They have to do the movement either with the dancers or step into the movement and do it with the dancers.
I've always created by dancing, and I still do, but I have the good fortune to have an incredible collection of young artist dancers who work with me, who understand what I'm indicating, and I can't fully do the movement. But I do need to feel the movement, and I am focused intuitively on movement that is a visceral experience, that can be received viscerally, that doesn't have to be processed intellectually by the looker. And hopefully something that's received viscerally and understood on a level that does not need analysis.